Fire Escape Academy Inspector Training. Here we are in Seattle, Washington, and we're near the department headquarters. We've got some fire escapes here that have a tag. It's blown up, so I can't really see. There's no tag on that one. There's no tag on this one, and there's no tag on that one. So there's 4 fire escapes here, and none of them have a tag. The only one that has a tag is this one. So let's take a look at what we can see on these fire escapes. First of all, it must be structurally sound, must be kept painted. Let's see if that's the case. Most of these fire escapes have more paint than rust. Second, let's look for original hardware. This fire escape right here I'm looking for evidence that there's new hardware, and I can only see original square head bolts on this one. Only square head bolts on this one. This one over here looks like it's been refurbished, the rails, but they're not rails that are to code. They're missing some of the lines in the rails for protection. A child gets out there, a child's gonna fall through these rails. Even though these fire escapes look sleek and beautiful and contemporary, that's illegal. And here's one with a hose or a vent of some kind blocking the ability for your ladder to come down, or you to jump through it, or if that's hot, who knows. So I'm a little confused as to what these fire escapes are doing, and whether or not they're part of the means of egress, or are they just visual, or what's going on here. But again, they don't even have, if it's outside, it needs to be tagged with because a fireman will use this to get into the building, so it needs to be sound and safe for the fireman to get on this fire escape. Let's take a look at this one. Fireman's ladder, original. Look at the staircase, I mean the grating. Some of the knuckles on the grating are rotted through. Some of the rails have the original square bolts. Look at this one over here. Even though it's been passed, it too has some of the original square bolts on the fire escape. So these are things that need to be talked about as to whether or not there's going to be a standard that any bolts that's 50 to 75 years old should minimally be reinforced and backed up with another bolt, or just totally replaced on any fire escape that's 50 to 75 years old. Because it's impossible to certify a fire escape that has been painted over 75 years but never changed one of its bolts. It's impossible. Some standards need to be made. If you have any questions on this or any other videos, give us a call. See the grating? Some of the spacers are blown out. It's impossible to have a certification on this if the grating is bad. If you have a question on this or any other videos that we've done, give us a call at firescapeengineers.com, 866-649-0333. You can also visit our YouTube channel, Fire Escape Academy Inspector Training, and this and hundreds of other videos across the country are there for you to use to familiarize yourself on the right way to write a violation. And always write the violation: repair, paint, and test. That way, when the violation gets called back on, and they ask you, what do you mean repair? You say, that means you need to get a professional evaluation by a structural engineer. They say, what do you mean by paint? Paint means you have to paint the entire fire escape and then seal it with 50-year silicone, all the connections and all the connections to the building. Test means load test it. At the discretion of the fire department, you may or may not have to load test it if your fire escape comes back with a confidence test that is good to excellent. But again, it's the fire marshal's decision whether or not you're going to load test your fire escape.